All right, good morning, Threes Nation. We're back in Ashwaubenon, Wisconsin at the Cornerstone Ice Rink for Game 3 of the tournament as your U10A Fox River Freeze take on Chippewa Valley Riverhawks. We will be playing in the championship game no matter what the outcome of this game, as that is dialed up for 2 o'clock this afternoon. This is in our pool. The Freeze have one number 1 seed, and they will move on to the championship game, so that's kind of awesome. If you notice out here now, the Freeze are in their all black unis. We're bringing out the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald for this one. All right, the girls pick up the pucks, head over by the bench. We'll skate over to the net, have their cheer. Melissa, who's in net? Evie? Evie Allen is in the net for this game. All right. I believe the Riverhawks are 1-1. Over on the Riverhawks side, Coach Josh Lehner, one of the OGs of the streaming legends. He and I started this calling play-by-play, started that years ago with TW. On the bench for the Freeze, I see offensively Coach Terry Collada, defensively Coach Scott Schumacher, and our head coach Renee L'Esperance. Carly Hahn will be the center. She has Minahan to her right and Kozak to her left. Back on D is Piper and Kylie Collada. Collision in the middle with Minahan and one of the Riverhawks. Kozak right in front of the team bench, moving into the neutral zone. Minahan has it, passes up Carly Hahn. Hahn moves up, makes a move. Hahn gets a shot on save. Puck gets moved back through the middle, opposite end on the boards, picked up by the Hawks. Slide it out, Piper. I think a lot of goes down, but there was a number 9, I think, ran into her and just bounced. Get a couple off as I see Lolo and Harper Tim on ice. Joined by Frankie Schumacher and Quinny Kopic. Tim takes it. Over to Lolo. Lolo now. Trying to move the board. She gets pinned in right in front of the bench. Loses it. And it's Abby Shell. Making her way through. Passes up to Kopic. She chips it up into that far corner. Has 2 in the middle. Back to Schumacher. Schumacher's going to line up. Fire that one in, looking for Tim. Tim again, nice pass. She was looking for Kopic. Center, that should be an icing, and we'll bring it back. All right, so we're going to go odd number on the offensive lines this time. They had up to this point went 5D. Now we will go 7 offense. Liam Marshall moves into the center position. Minahan along the boards. Number 7. Riverhawks punch it through the neutral zone into our D zone where Schill will pick this up in front of Evie Allen. Makes a little move. And there goes Schill. Has Minahan to her right. Coach Kozak to her left. Back to Marshall. Marshall takes this one. Going to wind it around. Looks inside. She's going to do it herself. Backhand score. Yeah, it's her 2 offensive players that she wanted to pass who were covered up pretty good. So Malia just took this one in herself with a nice backhand and frees up 1-0. Melissa, I missed that. All right. Got a crease violation. There was no score on that. Here I'm sitting talking about the score, and in the meantime, they took it away and with a crease violation. Frankie Schumacher had it for a moment, and it's all Riverhawks. Schumacher steps right in. Cuts through the middle. Looks inside pass. Wanting Tim. Back to L'Esperance. She's going to use the boards. Schumacher again holds. Back to Piper. Piper has plenty of time. She's just going to fire that one from the back, and it's just scoots out as Han and Tim were right there. Kozak back to Piper. Piper, plenty of time. Collada picks it up that far corner, turns around. She wants to chip it over to Tim. Finally gets there. Tim backhands it. That's Schumacher backhands that. Collada now takes off, has Tim and Han on the inside. Over to Tim. She just hits enough where it's not going to be ice. Tim now looks inside. Pass. Nice pass by Tim looking for Han. Deflected just enough by the Riverhawks. Shot wide by that was Han. As Minahan and Poppet get on ice. Poppet looking for that shot. Shot. Rebound. Picked up by Schill back on the blue line. Abby wings it in there, and it's off one of the Hawks' skates. Kozak turns around looking for that. There it is. Schill walks it up again. Boy, nice action by these girls so far, holding the zone. And now the Hawks will clear. No, they did not yet. Now they do. Shilly in the corner looking up. Shilly picks up her own pass and deflects off the Hawks. That's going to be Minahan and or no, it's Riverhawks will dump it back in. Shilly behind the boards gets it swiped away, and nice play by the Riverhawks as they are looking for that pass inside. However, a little strong and no one catching it. Went through the neutral zone. Kozak dumps it in the offensive zone. Harper, Tim right on it. Into the corner. Tim takes it. Looks inside. Wanting Marshall's going to have Les Bronson instead. Les Bronson shoots off of the backside of Tim, I think. Colada now. She fires in. Nice shot cover. .5:31 left in the first period. No score. Then we have Evie Allen in the net for the Freeze. As she has not seen any action as of yet. It's a good and bad thing. You know, we're winning if she hasn't. But it's a bad thing because she's be cold when she does get action. Here comes Les Bronze. Puts it inside looking for, that's Tim, number 88. Tim working behind the net, gets pinned up on the wall. Frankie Schumacher helps out. Les Bronze picks it up by the blue line. She's going to wind this one around the boards. Picked up by Tim behind the net. Tim looking inside. She's going to go back to the D, picked off by the Hawks. Held by the Clotta. No, they did get it out. Schumacher over Les Bronson. Les Bronson got plenty of ice. He's going to make a move. It's picked off, but we're offsides anyway. Harper had taken a dive there and slid across the blue line, and they got us. Line change. Hawks making a nice run in their offensive zone. Kozak turns around, far boards. Kozak taking off. She has Han on the inside. Clara Kozak shoots. Oh, wide. I thought that went in. Wow, what a move by Clara Kozak, though. Taking it end to end. Held by Minahan. Low over to Kozak. Kozak again shoots. Backside of the net. Minahan looks inside. Has Kozak. Clara Kozak with that shot and save. Cordova behind that. Topic picks up, dumps it inside. No one's home. Hawks looking to advance. Ship back once, ship back twice. Cordova. Hawks again to the neutral zone. Shilly this time picks it up. Or does she? There she finally got cross ice pass to Cordova. Cordova works it up the boards. Riverhawks in the neutral zone. Topic continues the battle in there. Cross ice pass picked up the Riverhawks. Back to Shilly at the blue line. Shilly fires it inside. Held up by Frankie Schumacher for a moment. It's still on the blue line. Now it's up. Tip. Nope. Bringing it back. Line change. .233 left in the first period. No score. Hawks playing the Freeze tough. Marshall right from the get-go. Drops it, has Kozak on her inside. Nice pass over to Claire. Kozak shoots. Marshall shot to the side. Winding around, Kozak again. Helped by Marshall, picks up the rebound, shoots, deflected back. Kozak fires again. Kozak probably lost that puck at the net 15 times in this game so far. Plata now joins in off of one of the Riverhawk defenders' skates. Riverhawks making a move, number 31. Gets a shot on Allen. She'll cover that one up. That's a first shot on Evie Allen at 1:26 in the first. Rolo over to Tim. Tim trying to work it out of his own. Back to Schumacher. Collision there. Schumacher and one of the Hawks go down. Cordova back to Schumacher. Schumacher on the boards. There comes Frankie. Passing on the inside. Finds Tim. Harper Tim all by herself. I think she was looking for Han at the very last second, and they got a little too tight to the net. And the goalie was able to cover it up. Because Hansi was flying down on her left side. Number 26, Han at the center. Stacked up as Schumacher and Tim. Back to Schumacher. She looks, she fires. Deflection back to Tim. Tim shoots once, twice. Pucks back out, gets by. No, Lolo holds at the blue. She punches it back inside to Schumacher one more time. Finds Han. Far corner. Schumacher working that puck in that far corner. Riverhawks take it, fire it inside, and Schill steps up. Off Schill skates, but Hawks take it out of his own. 21 seconds left in the first period. No score. Hawks playing well this morning. Offsides call at 11 seconds. Five seconds, and that will be the end of the first period with the Freeze and the Hawks tied at 0. I think if you're the Hawks right now, you're real happy how that first period went. There was no score. The one shot taken away by the Freeze for a crease violation. 7-1 in shots on goal, but no score. This game brought to you by the Hotel Lobby Podcast on Spotify. Check it out. Where do you end up? Whatever sport you're taking your kids to. On those overnight stays, those parents, they end up down the hotel lobby talking about everything under the sun. Join us for the next podcast, or start over, start again, check out, pick and choose, whatever you want on Spotify, the Hotel Lobby. Coming out on the ice, it's Kozak, Minahan, and Kopic. Back on D, it's Piper and Kylie Klata. I really like these black jerseys. They're sharp looking. Kopic chips that one for the Hawks, turn it right back around, dumping into their offensive zone. Cross ice pass, looking for Kozak. Kozak has it. Kopic's going to take off. Kopic gets that first shot, rebound. Had Minahan on her right wing. Kopic trying to work her way through. Minahan's there. Minahan over to Kozak. Kozak loses it to the Hawks, and they are taking it through the neutral zone. Chipped up, looking to get that escape. Pass to Kopic, and coming up by E.B. Allen, we will rotate some players. That will bring Marshall out at center. Tim and Schumacher up on the line with her. Kotola and Schill back on D. Marshall right through the middle. Knifed him through. Has it, and she's gone. Shot on and score! This time you're not taking that one away. 1-0 freeze. No crease violation there as Marshall drills that one in the back of the net. That's the way to get the second period going as the Freeze are up 1-0. Marshall would like to do more of the same as, unfortunately, this time that one got popped back on her the other way. Low behind the net, over to Schumacher. Schumacher along the boards, fires it inside, trying to find Marshall. Hawks looking inside. Schumacher takes this. Cross ice pass in front of the sphere. Riverhawks are the first to get to it. Kotola looking to get it up to Marshall. Back to Kotola one more time. This one gets punched back, and Marshall takes this one behind E.B. Allen. That puck did not get out of the zone, but Schill will make it. Schill near boards. Has Tim on the inside. He stops, circles around, looks, back to Kotola. Low, plenty of time. Lines up, fires it off of one of the Hawks defenders. Held by Tim. Oh no, that's Carly Hahn. Carly Hahn getting pinned in there. Get some help from Frankie Schumacher. Carly Hahn, number 26, looks inside pass. Taken down. Minahan gets taken down right in front of the net before that puck could reach her. Back in the neutral zone where the general, Piper Lesperance, is waiting. Over to Klata. Boy, these Riverhawks are still playing hard. They're all over the puck, all over the place. Klata, inside pass, looking for Carly Hahn. Just misses that one. Beautiful play by Kylie. Just a little ahead of Hansi as she wasn't able to get her stick on it well enough to make a shot. Lesperance between the legs looking for Hahn, and that's Carly Hahn along the boards, which is in the offensive zone. Has Minahan in the middle. Minahan's going to shift over. Riverhawks into the neutral zone, held up by the general. Tim gets on the ice to help out. Immediately, she does. Hawks now looking to punch in the offensive zone. Turned around by Collada. Offside foul. .806 left in the second period. Freeze up 1-0. Number 98, Kopic at center. She will have it. Number 88, Harperton to her right. Number 16, Frankie Schumacher to her left. Back on D. 25, Abby Schill. And 19, Lolo. Hold on. Schill looking tad. Kopic has Tim. Oh, she whipped on that pass. Kopic's going to go have to dig this one out of the corner. Schumacher. Pass inside to Tim. Beautiful pass and shot by Schumacher and Tim. However, good save by the goalie. That was Frankie Schumacher, and a nice pass over to Tim. Tim had that shot on. The goalie was up to the task. All right, we're going to stack up Tim and Schumacher to the left of Kopic. Lolo right behind her. Number 25, Abby Schill to the right. Kopic dumps it back to Lolo. Lolo fires that one. Puck into the corner. Looking for Tim. Back to Schumacher. Schumacher holds, turns around, shoots that one wide. Kopic's going to go pick this one on the corner. Looks again for Tim. Tim has it. At her feet, shot, and save. And it went in! Harper, Tim. Harper, Tim gets the score. Kopic gets the assist. Nice play, girls. .203, 7 minutes left in the second period. Marshall has that. Puck's down over to Collada. Collada, D-to-D pass. Piper. Les Bronze on the board. Back to Les Bronze into the D zone. Piper's looking around Evie out. Comes back the other way. Far corner. Looks up ice. Circles back around. Goes behind Evie one more time. Riverhawks are right there. Picked up by Marshall. William Marshall, number 31. Has Minahan on the inside. Marshall takes off all by herself. One to beat. Pass looking inside and picked off by the Hawks as they turn it around. There will be an ice. We'll come back to the glove side of the Hawks goalie. Number 31, Malia Marshall at center has Kozak and Minahan to her left. She picks up Kozak. Kozak couldn't get a stick on that. Was a Hawks take it out of the zone. Hawks go cross ice pass picked off by Marshall. Marshall near boards. Has Minahan on the inside. She's got it herself. Shoots off the helmet. Ooh, hard shot off the face mask. Hawks to the neutral zone. Number 14 for the Hawks. Winds up. Blasts that one off a couple of defenders. Back to Collada, who will chip it into the neutral zone. And offside. Hansi comes back at center. Schumacher, Tim are wings. Lolo and Shilly back on D. Back to Shilly. Shilly goes wide. Gets tripped, popped right back up. Dices through. Abby Schill. Little chip shot. It's still free in the crease, covered up by the goalie. On the other rink, the Stars and I don't know who the Stars are playing. Maybe the Storm. See who it will be. We will be playing at 2 o'clock. I'm assuming the Stars, but you know what they say about assuming. Schumacher has this one. Again, picks it up, chips it, backhand, looking for Hansi. Backhands it herself, trying to get it over to Tim. Tim backhands it and gets it behind the net. Winds around, Schill steps up, takes it, looks inside. He's going to find Schumacher. Schumacher, plenty of time. Number 9 of the Riverhawks is swinging at that up high. Looking at the inside pass. Hawks walking this one out through the neutral zone. Number 7 of the Hawks, all by herself. Shilly trying to take her to the side. She does enough with a shot that number 7 took was off on the side of the net. And Schill takes it. Has Tim, Harper Tim coming flying down. Harper Tim shoots up over the net. Boy, Tim she exploded out of there all by herself. Back to Shilly again. Shilly fires that one inside off of, hits Hansi right in the chest. Back to Schumacher. Schumacher, plenty of time. She'll take that back to Lolo, though, and Lolo will pick it up and shoot this one cover up save. Line change brings Kopic out at center. Kozak and Minahan her wings. On D, it's Piper, the General Esperance, and Kylie Flata. Kylie Plata, nicely done. Minahan looking inside. Finds Kopic, who looks back inside, wanting to find Kozak, who is right there, just out of her reach. Puck goes back to the side of the net, and it was not covered, but the ref blew the whistle. Out in the neutral zone, Esperance picks it up on the red line, turns around. She's getting chased by 3 of the Hawks. Minahan. Minahan, nicely done. Held that blue line. Kopic wanting to find it inside. Has Kozak. She'll have to dig it out of the corner this time. Number 13, Clara Kozak wants to work it inside. That time it did get covered up, and we will get a line change. .309 left in the second period. 2-0 freeze. Again, the Riverhawks have played very well this morning. Schumacher trying to hold that puck right in front of the net. Abby Schill back, tips it towards the boards where Schumacher will be the first skater there. Malia winds around, gets a shot, and it just goes wide. Shot save on that one. Back to Lolo. Lolo holds that blue line. Gets it over to Schumacher. She whips on that one. Picked up by the Riverhawks. Back to Lolo. Lolo winds it up. Hawks have it. Lolo again. This time she fires it in there. Kicked away by one of the defenders. As that goalie had slid way out into the left side of the crease. Had that puck bounced the right way, we would have had an easy one there. Number 31, Marshall, circles around, finds Kola. It's Lolo. Tim in the middle. Nice pass by Lolo over to Tim, shoots, and it is saved. Shot in the midsection of the goalie. The goalie's having a great game. 16 shots at scoreboards counting anyway. Hansi back out with just under 2 minutes at center. Kozak Minahan stacked up to the left. Claudia behind her. And Piper, the General Esperance, to the right. She shifts back on her D. Picked up Minahan. Behind the net. Hawks along the far boards. Held by Carly. Back in the middle. Minahan gets a quick turnaround shot covered up. Good idea by Claire as she intercepted that pass, turned right around and shot. Hansi back at center. Puck's down. Kozak gets the puck right away, fires it. Picked up. Oh, I thought, yeah, that was Minahan that stepped up right away and tried to get that shot. Piper has it, walks up, launches it inside. And the Hawks advancing through the neutral zone. Carly Hahn easily walks up and takes that puck away from behind. Nice back deck. Under a minute in the neutral zone. Hawks working it. Hansi takes it into the offensive zone where Tim and Kozak advance. .30 seconds. Pop it back to Claudia. Nice shot by Kylie. Wow. Kopic must have deflected that, but Kylie somehow blasted that one through 3 defenders. Kopic with the score, Claudia with the assist. Oh, come on, Tori. I would have moved that camera just to watch that. Picked up by Tim. 10 seconds. Gets a shot on and glove save with 2 seconds. Is Savannah the goalie?
Yeah.
She's playing really good. That's the end of the second period. Going into the third period. Freeze up 3-0. Looks like I was just talking to Savannah's grandma there. Letting her know I think Savannah is having a great game in the net for the Hawks. The Freeze are finally starting to pull away a little bit where I just don't know if the Hawks have enough offensive power to get back in this game, but we'll see. Talking to Coach Josh Lehner over there on the Hawks many times through the years. Starts with one, you go from there. For the Freeze, you continue on. You gotta keep that offensive pressure that we've been moving that puck around really good. Some good passing, breakouts, defensively, back checking. I'm sure that's exactly what Coach Rennie's telling him. And I'm being sarcastic. He's got a wealth of knowledge, and he's telling them exactly what he needs these girls to do this last 12 minutes of the game as the Freeze finish up, and we'll head to that championship game at 2. Tori, did you look at that game over there? Stars are up 3. Third period? Tori? Third period? Going to the third period, Stars over on the other ice. They're up 3-0, so if everything holds for both games, it will be a Stars Freeze matchup in the finals at 2 p.m. today. Daytona 500 day today. They start early today because they have some weather issues that could be coming in, so they moved the time start. I always enjoy watching some Daytona 500. Puts me right to sleep. Just kidding. I actually do enjoy some NASCAR. Marshall. They'll wind around. Has no one there. She has Tim now and Schumacher. Tim's wide open. Chili looks inside. She's going to go wide on this one. Marshall will pick up that far corner. Back to Lolo. Lolo. She's going to put it inside, trying to find either Schumacher or Tim. Taken by the Hawks. Held by Schill at the blue line. Marshall just shot out of a cannon. Far corner. Schumacher over to Lolo. Lolo off of the shin pad of one of the Hawks. Hawks clear. Schill there. Gets around her, and it's going to go deep. Should be a icing call on the drop. Would be on the glove side of Savannah, the goalie down there for the Hawks. Carlahan at center. Kozak, Minahan stacked up in the middle. He gets back to Pipes. Pipes going to wind this around the boards in that near corner. Hawks have it. Boy, they almost made a bad mistake bringing it in front of their net. They pulled it back, went behind. Kalata did not get to stick the puck she wanted on that shot, as that kind of just dribbled into the middle, picked off by the Hawks. Piper picks it back up, or that's Minahan picks it back up. It's been a clean game, no penalties. Kozak inside, cover. No, it's still free. Boy, that is one of the issues Savannah there the goalie has, is she puts her head down and is not looking at that. Is that puck? Is that just dribbled right out for the rebound? Puck gets put in the neutral zone. Kozak, Kalata, circled around. Kozak heads off ice. Replaced by Frankie Schumacher, number 16. Hawks looking to chip this one up. Held for a moment. That'll be an offside call. Line change as Schumacher will stay, but it's Tim joins her. So does Coppin. Back on D. Abby Schill and Lolo Kotola. Shilly gets caught behind the net, gets pinned up, has two on her. Kopic's going to join in. Puck is, dangerous as that went behind the crease. Cross ice pass. Kopic and Tim charging. Hawks trying to get that puck out of the zone. And they do, as the Hawks making a move, and here come the Riverhawks. Number 14. Shoots, save by Evie Allen. Makes a great save. Under 9 minutes left in the game. 3-0 freeze. Kozak loses her footing. Could have been a Offsides call. Pretty close, though. Minahan holds it, fires it back in the corner. Hawks trying to get it out of the zone. Marshall will take it out of the zone, but she turns right back and collision at the blue line. Kozak there, followed by Minhan. Over to Kozak. Nope. Riverhawks chip her back. Colada. Oh, it's L'Esperance is going to fire that one behind the net. Goes into the neutral zone. L'Esperance circles around the red line and heads right back in. She gets taken out. And here come the Hawks. Kylie Colada immediately dumps it back to the neutral zone where Tim was there to advance it for a moment. Turn around Hawks, and they're all alone. Schumacher able to force this one on the outside. Nice job. Nice job, Frankie. Offsides call. 7 minutes left in the game. Lolo chipping up, finds Hanzi. Hanzi circles around, looks inside. Wow, that was a nice backhand pass by Hanzi, but the Riverhawks were there to deflect it out of the way because it looked like Tim and or Schumacher about to smoke that one. Six and a half minutes, and everybody, there's no sense of urgency from the Hawks because they're just dump it, picked up by Schilling. Schumacher cross ice inside pass. Chili fire boards, keeps working, has two on the inside, loses that puck. Schumacher picks it back up, has Tim and Hahn in the middle. Now it's just Tim as Hahn heads off into the corner. Chili over to Lolo. Lolo is going to punch this one behind the net. Under 6 minutes. Let's say it's covered. 5:47 left in the third period. This Freeze will go undefeated in pool play to take on the Western Stars as long as that game is held up, as they were up 3-0 going into the third. Stars another shot. Nice lift on that. That was Piper. Back, pass back to Piper. Piper advances along the boards, lifts it up again. Topping back to Claudia. Claudia fires that one. Nicely done. Kylie with that shot. Savannah the goalie again. She's getting peppered and doing a fine job back there. 5:25 left in the game. State tournament's looking to be a pretty interesting one, as this tournament here this weekend was filled with multiple state teams. These two are part of that. The Stars, Waukesha, Minahan looking to punch it out. Back to Kylie this time. Kylie off the boards. Fired it right back, and that will be an offsides call at 4:30 left in the game, and we'll get a line change. Next weekend, the Freeze will be playing 2 with Washington County, and also playing a couple with Fondy. Haven't seen them yet this year. Tough squad. Fond du Lac, number 1 in the silver division for state. And then the following weekend, we're going international, heading off to Canada. Home of our coach, Billy Schill, going to Sault Ste. Marie. And Marshall making her move. Tim to her right. Hits that shot, goes wide. Back to Shilly. Shilly holds for a moment, now they chip it out. We're at the 3:45 mark. Tim picks it up, circles. Making her move this time. It's Tim with Shilly on her right. Marshall to her left. Chill gets that shot, looking inside for Tim. Marshall picks up, lifts it. And again, off of probably Savannah's mask again. Lolo finds Marshall. Off of Marshall's stick to Tim. Off of Tim's stick to the Riverhawks. 3:10 left in the game. Marshall hops off. Hahn replaces her. Number 26, Carly Hahn. Lolo up to Tim. Lolo hops off. Schumacher hops off, replaced by Kozak and Kylie Collada. Hanzi, she's going to get a shot there. Oh, that a nice deflection if number 2 would have done that. It'll help. 2.5 mark into the neutral zone. Piper. Circled. Nice little move through the neutral zone, and it's a lot of ice for Piper. And here she takes off. She will dump that behind the net. Has 2-3 in the front of the net with Minahan. First one there. Hawks step in front, take it. Still in the offensive zone, number 7 for the Hawks. That far corner, chip it on the boards. Kozak, hip pocket, on looking to cut him off. Hawks push that into the middle of the ice, and they do get it out of the zone. Under 2 minutes left in the game. Hawks still advancing in the offensive zone, looking to get a shot. Picked off by Lesperon. She gets tripped. Easy call. You got to call that one. You probably let some go at this point in the game, but that was blatant. And we will have our first power play, first penalty of the game, first power play for the Freeze. This power play brought to you by the Hotel Lobby Podcast. Check it out on Spotify. Kopic at center. Hawks have it. Trying to move it out. Kopic just. Yeah, Kopic is going to get mad with that one. We're going to have some 4-on-4 hockey as Quinny gets hit with a trip. It's funny, they went to minute penalties. Yesterday it was a minute and a half. Schumacher takes off with that one, gets it out of the zone, has Tim on the inside. Make that pass, and oh boy, the Riverhawks just saved themselves as she had an opportunity to make that pass to Tim, and it would have been Dunzo. Tim going to pick this one up on the red line, circle. Make a move, and she's still on it. Advancing, going to get a shot up, saved by the goalie. Man on the goalie takes that save. Schumacher looking for Tim in the inside. Back to L'Esperance on D. L'Esperance walks it up off the shin pad of one of the defenders. She fires it back inside. Topic gets off. Hawks looking for a scoring opportunity. Shooting, they do get one. The Riverhawks will pop that one in over Evie Allen's right shoulder. At 24 seconds, and the Hawks are pumped. Marshall immediately will answer. Immediately, just like she got that last one. Just took it from the drop and powered her way through with the score. 4-1 freeze at 16 seconds. So again, we'll be playing at 2 o'clock. Back here at 2 o'clock to take on the Stars. Can't get here? Watch some live barn. Can't watch some live barn? I guess you can watch this stream. It's not the best, but we try. I'm being sarcastic. Watch the stream, guys. Come on. Four seconds left, and this is a game. Four-one win for the Freeze. We will see you at 2 o'clock.